Ahead of the Edo State 2024 governorship election, the All Progressives Congress, APC, has said the party will not zone the ticket to any of the senatorial zones of the state, but would look out for the best aspirants with the capacity to win elections for the party. Besides, it cautioned all aspirants to avoid vile campaigns and personal attacks, since the primary election that would produce the candidates of the party is an internal contest among members of the same family. As the ruling All Progressives Congress, the APC prepares for its primaries in the first quarter of next year, 2024, Honorable E.J. Agbonayinma, 2024 governorship aspirant on the APC, has promised to turn around the state economy if given the mandate. Joining us now on the morning show is Ehiozuwa Agbonayinma, 2024 Edo governorship aspirant. Good morning and welcome to the morning show.
Thank you for having me. Wonderful day. Good morning to our people out there. And compliment of the season to every Edo sons and daughter and Nigerians in particular. Happy to be here with you.
Merry Christmas.
God bless you. Merry Christmas. Yes.
Edo 2024. First, before we can even talk about the elections, we had to first of all cross the hurdles of the primaries, the APC primaries in your case, which is taking place in January of 2024.
Correct.
The first question I'll ask you is, how confident are you that you would clinch the ticket of your party amidst the some very, very important names right there, looking at also being the flag bearer of the APC in Edo State? And then how confident are you that the APC can take back, let me put it in that way, Edo State from a PDP-led government currently?
Well, thank you very much for that wonderful question. I want to put it straight that my past records, my report cards, definitely will prove me right how strong and confident I am, having done all that I could in everywhere that I have worked as a former, senior aide to Comrade Governor then, His Excellency Senator Adams Aliyu Shomole, having been a former board of director of Nigerian Railway, having worked diligently and able to put things straight to the glory of God. You can't talk about Nigerian Railway today without the effort I put in to see how far we can go in our dear nation. Apart from that, I went to contest for House of Reps, and the good people of Ego Federal Constituency came out en masse to support me. And at the end of the day, I was, and I became a member of the House of Rep and took an oath. I went there and I gave it all, and I did a lot. Not just sponsoring bills or moving motions. I was able to bring to bear to the doorstep of my people infrastructure development. I'm talking about skill acquisition, multipurpose hall, women empowerment, youth empowerment, ICT center that are built across the two local government. And let me also let you know, one of the local government, which of course I represented today, has most of the, electoral votes from that area. That is Ikpobaha precisely, and Ego as well. And when you look at it, a lot of people are talking about running for the office of the governorship of Edo State. So I often said that this is serious business. This is not the old game that we have been playing in the past, where people now buy, just thinking that 4,000 naira can win by giving 4,000, 2,000 to people, bag of rice, and I call it politics of giving money just to buy your way out. The errors, those are no longer in vogue. So we need to be serious. What you intend to do to change the narratives, making Edo State to be among the best state in this country. It is possible, it is doable, but it's going to require the collective effort, patriotic Nigerians and Edo sons and daughters, home and abroad, being able to bring intellect. Let me say this, not just because I live in America for over 31 years. If you look at the former president of the United States, Bill Clinton, what made him to be so popular and doing well in all ramifications was as a result for him being able to bring to the table, like mine, those that are willing, that have desire, burning desire to say, look, we must do something differently. And that is what I want to do. We have a lot of brains, and some Nigerians in abroad, is how they excel all over. I know them. I know a lot of them. They're doctors, lawyers, engineers, military, retired. Now, coming back home, I've seen the good things, the social structures, social amenities, being able to have that mindset that whatever opportunity you are given is a service to humanity. People will say that democracy, in Nigeria, is upside down. Yeah, you can call it. Because the people that are supposed to serve, they are not seeing what's supposed to be on ground. All we hear right now is pages of newspaper, on radio, television, just saying things that is not on ground. People just want to say what they want to, tell others, knowing fully that all these years, nothing to rattle me back. Is in the area of education, is in the area of agriculture, and to bring it to a sizable and a notable and accessible and somebody with that zeal, the willingness, the commitment to drive and say Edo State must change. Not this type of, where we have found ourselves in the quagmire of nothing happening. And at the end of the day, some people are saying that, oh, I want to contest for governor. Show me your report card. What have you done lately? All that you have done, yes, I have a report card to present to the people of Edo State. They love me. They know me. I am a homeboy. I came here. And I came. So I have done well in all ramifications. Thank you.
Good. Merry Christmas once again.
Thank you very much, Rufai. Yeah.
Looking bright. Pray for felicitations for the new year. So you were talking about, at first, politics of rice and beans and all of that. It's not by sharing food for people. You want a brand new politics, but you will still share.
No, politics of is enough why is gone.
No, but you will still share rice for people. That's the way politics is.
Right? No.
Can you make a commitment here that you will never share food to voters in Edo State? Can you make it on TV? Can you make it a commitment?
Hold on, Rufai.
No, this is my first question.
Listen to me. Yes. I'm the one talking. You ask a question, let me respond to you.
Yeah.
I have made a vow. To my people and to God Almighty.
I will never share food for them.
I have told my people this time
you will never share food for them.
Sharing food, that is buying your conscience for nothing.
So
for
you
4
will
years.
never buy. You will never do vote buying. Even in these primaries, you will never give anybody money.
I will not.
Okay. You will.
If they are looking for good service, if they are looking for somebody that is willing to work to serve them, let them not think about 4,000 naira or one bag of rice for another 4 years. So at the game, you now come back to be in this abject poverty we have found ourselves.
I'm still asking questions.
It's not about 4,000 or bag of rice. I'm telling you, the politics of Izenefwa, rice, all this salt and pepper soup is over. We must start from now, and let's call a spade, and let's get serious to the real business.
So I get you. You will not share a bag of rice. As you are doing the primaries, you will not influence with money. You will not spend any money to influence or anything. So you've made that commitment on TV.
I'm making that commitment because if they are looking for a good candidate, let them look at me. I'm not going to spend money.
You've heard
I'm not going to buy your conscience.
You're not going to spend money on the primaries. Even on the primaries, you're not going to spend money for your delegates and people like that on the primaries. You're not. You're not going to spend
anything. Can I tell you something? My last election. Go and check.
You didn't spend anything.
My last election. Even though I was robbed.
But you didn't spend anything.
I did not.
You didn't spend any money at all.
I spent money on medias.
Oh, but you said you didn't spend anything. Okay, only on media.
What are you talking about? You do expect me? Are you going to give me media, free of charge when it comes to...
But you didn't spend money on people. You didn't give bag of rice or anything. Good. So, you've given the confirmation you didn't spend anything.
I am here. We have orphanage.
I
have orphanage.
I still have to.
I have less privilege.
I still have to ask you a question.
Children, sons, and daughters.
Mr. Agbonayinma.
Yes.
I'm the anchor here. Let me ask you the questions you answer, please. Finally, out of the way, you've made a commitment here. And Edo people you are watching, if you hear any bag of rice or financial inducement for him, bring it to our attention.
Because that is how we have ridiculed ourselves.
Hang on a minute.
Because all these candidates, all these aspirant think that they can just buy themselves
we've sorted that out. Okay.
They are bigger, those two people are smarter than this.
Mr. Agbonayinma,
this
I still have
era of spending money, trying to buy people's conscience is over.
I still have questions to ask you.
Go ahead.
Let me ask the questions.
Thank you.
I beg you. As we speak now, what's the GDP of Edo State and what's the current state of the revenue? And what would you do about it?
Let me tell you something. We're talking about GDP, I was reading, they said, 25 billion dollar GDP in Edo State. There are so many things, speculation they are writing here and there that are not real. Like they said they were going to employ 200,000 Edo sons and daughters. Nothing of such that taking place. So what you see.
What's the current state revenue? Internally generated revenue.
Well, thank you very much. It's what they give. That's what we know.
No, so what is it? What is the last one they gave?
The last one they gave.
What is it?
It's not what it's supposed to be.
No, but what is it? At least you must know the revenue.
The revenue, let me tell you, I work with Comrade Adams Ehiozuwa.
So what's the last revenue of Edo State?
The last revenue of Edo State, I thought it was 3-point-something billion naira. But I tell you, there are loopholes.
Okay.
Loopholes in such a way that what they are telling us, Edo State can generate up to 5 to 7 billion.
Okay.
What they are telling us is nothing to write home about. Fictitious, not real figure. These are speculations.
So what would you do about it?
First of all, is to change the narrative. Building, infrastructure. Creating, I'm talking about roads to the rural area. Open the rural areas. Support the farmers. Being able for them to bring the farm produce to the city. Give soft loan to the market women to do business. What make a state to be viable are the people. We have good numbers, almost 4.7, now almost 4.8. As at 2022, we're talking about 4.7.
But can you specifically, you see, this is the problem I have with all of you politicians. You're very nebulous people. I'm sorry, with due respect.
That's being disrespectful.
No, nebulous.
When you say, hold on, when you say we politician, what do you mean by that? You are even more politically.
So what do you know that I mean by nebulous? What's the meaning of the word?
It's not nebulous. You say we politician, we. That's not nebulous.
Hang on.
When you say we politician,
so
there are different people.
No, so let me explain.
Different mindset.
No, hang on a minute.
I'm not the type of we politician.
Hang on a minute.
Yes.
Just hang on a minute, please.
After this one.
What I said is, the problem I have with you politicians is that you are nebulous. The meaning of nebulous. Let me tell you the meaning of nebulous.
I understand what you are saying, but when you say we politicians, you politicians,
so
cut me out of
that we. Mr. Agbonayinma, would you let me tell you the meaning of nebulous?
I'm not talking about nebulous. I'm talking about making statement of we politicians.
So please,
what do you mean by we politicians?
Mr. Agbonayinma,
I wouldn't disrespect by saying you media.
Just go. Mr. Agbonayinma, let me ask you a question.
No.
Mr. Agbonayinma.
Yes, I still have respect for that.
Yes.
You media, I wouldn't say that.
I don't
when you say we politicians,
I want to ask you a question now because you've not answered my question.
I don't believe his intentions were to be.
But that statement is wrong because you didn't address me that way.
Right. Okay.
I'm not part of those. You can join. I'm not one of those that have stolen money.
That's accepted.
I came, I saw, and I have conquered.
You wouldn't even allow Ayo speak to you.
Okay, let me ask you my question now. Thank you very much. So my question is, I know that you talked about job creation, you talked about infrastructural development. These are some of the key areas you'd like to address if you do become governor of Edo State.
Yeah.
Can you share with us what you feel, how you would assess the current governor's performance in these areas and what you will do differently in terms of, you talk about job creation, you talk about internally generated revenue. By the way, the governor had a task to increase the internally generated revenue to about 30 billion. So it's a lot more than what you had mentioned, about 3 billion in terms of revenue. 30 billion. Yes, so hold on. I'll give you the figures. I'll give you the figures before we come.
Just give me the figures.
Give you 30 billion.
That's fact.
Hold on a second. It's way higher than the 3 billion you talked about. Now, I just want to ask you what your plans are so that we hear you out. The people want to listen to you as to what your plans for Edo State are. Beyond that is the fact that the current governor, Governor Baseki, is from Edo South. You're also from Edo South. do you think the people would want to vote, even though APC has said they're not going to zone to any senatorial zone, you know, but do you think it's fair that back to back, after 8 years of having a governor from Edo South, the Edo people would still want someone from Edo South to lead them in the next 4 years?
Well, let me take you aback. Thank you for being polite. I'm not holding my brother, but I just want to let him know that some of us are different politicians. Thank you.
Thank you.
To buttress, to answer your question, I want to be able to bring to bear, starting from the local government, because the local government are closer to the people.
Okay.
In raising the caretaker committee for a local government to be chaired by caretaker, it's an absurd, unconstitutional, it's a breach of the law. It's a breach of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as amended in 1999. That there are 3 tiers of government, federal, state, and local government. If you empower the local government that are closer to the people,
yeah,
and the money that is coming to the local government should go straight to the local government. And for you to be able to have investor coming to your state, you must have on ground, you know, when you're talking about the insecurity in our state, that will endear people to come to Edo State, that must be attractive. It is give and take, something that you have to offer to some of these investors.
So how would you tackle insecurity? These are big ambitions.
Now,
let
me tell you something. My background is intelligence.
Okay.
Yeah. When you're talking about insecurity, it's not to be discussed how you're going to fight insecurity. You don't put all these things on the public domain.
Okay, these are on the broad level.
These are the mentor, these are the way, these are
not
the
the details, just a broad level. How would you tackle insecurity?
First of all, the traditional institution are key factors. The traditional institution that be neglected, bringing everybody together with the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
In every society, you are going to have the bad boys. But why are these bad boys there? Because of idleness. Okay. You must be able to create enabling environment, creating jobs. Government have no business doing business. Government is in business to create enabling environment, attracting investors to come and invest.
Well said. How will you create jobs?
Edo State have so much.
Okay, so how would you create jobs and attract investment?
Once you are able to attract investors.
Yeah, how?
Of course. I have, beyond rhetoric,
okay,
both internationally, globally, in this country, to bring investors to Edo State. Edo State we have oil, we have gas,
okay,
we have rubber, we have cocoa, which are the things that gave us so much impetus. Growing up, I used to see cocoa farm excel in Edo, rubber excel in Edo. My father was a cocoa farmer, one of the biggest cocoa farms in Edo there.
All right, okay,
so
let me move on to the second.
It doesn't end there.
Okay.
Let me come. So at the end of the day, you are able to have every quarterly, to have a town hall meeting, to be able to interact, talking about insecurity now, bringing all the traditional ruler, bringing all the youth together, the market women, having a broad mindset together to discuss. This is not a one-man show. Being a governor, you are just the administrative head.
So bringing critical stakeholders
You must bring all these critical stakeholders on board. You must relate to them.
The second question about
Yes.
Edo South, because of our time, second question about Edo South, you being from Edo South, Governor Obaseki from Edo South, would the people be willing to have another governor from that same zone?
Why not? Everybody have the right to aspire. So Governor Obaseki is from Edo South. That does not stop me. When Oshomole contested for governor, people from Edo Central contested. People from Edo North contested. People from Edo South contested. So nothing stopped anyone. It is their fundamental human right,
absolutely,
to contest, to aspire,
okay,
to win. So the truth of the matter is that for me, I'm here to talk to the people. They know me. They know what I have done in the past. I'm not a stranger to them. I am Homeboy there with them that over the years, they have listened to me, they have supported me across the board, whether PDP, APC.
Mr. Agbonayinma, thank you so much for that. I would like to reiterate and clear this.
Yeah.
I'm not adversary with you. You've been here many times, all right?
Yes.
So you need to calm it down, all right? The truth has to be said. What I was saying is, politicians are very nebulous. What nebulous means is unclear, vague. That's what it means. So it was not an indictment on you or anybody. But listen to me, just listen to me. I wanted specifically to know the plans at which you are going to, specific step-by-step plans to revamp or increase the GDP of Edo State. I have been able to point out the facts right to you. And I'm also asking you the question on internally generated revenue. I need specifics. I need data. Take, for instance, you say your father was a very big cocoa farmer. Appreciate. The question is, what's the capacity of cocoa production as we speak on ground in Edo State? How many tons are they producing? And how can we improve upon it? I didn't get that answer. That's why I said, you politicians are very nebulous. It was not an indictment on you or anything.
No. When you say we politicians, that's why I disagree with me. That's about nebulous. That's not the issue.
So
that's not
go for it.
Of contention.
Tell us as we speak the specific number of internally generated revenue. How much is the state generating as we speak? And how do you hope to improve it with step-by-step systematic approach? That's just it. Sell yourself to us.
Listen to me.
How much is the IGR?
Thank you very much. Yeah. You know, the IGRO, the internal generated revenue that you're talking about, is what you are hearing. I was in government with Comrade Adams Ehiozuwa. I know a lot about it.
Can you tell us, okay, the number we are hearing?
Hold on. Now, he did excellently well. What we are seeing today, the figure that we are getting, because I work for the system, I work for government still. I know what is happening. I'm not here.
Okay, so let me give you a benchmark.
So what's the figure we are getting?
It's not the figure we are getting. The figure we are getting is not what we are getting.
No, so tell us the amount of the figure we are getting now. Okay,
I can only tell you what I will do, not what they are doing now.
No, but you need to have a base
let me
to
tell
be
you
able
the
to move
base.
from.
In 2022,
Yes.
Edo came 8th in internally generated revenue out of 36 states with 47.5 billion. So that's a lot more than the 3 billion you talk about. Hold on.
And then are you campaigning for?
No,
we are just telling you the fact.
Have you investigated that?
No, we are telling you the fact. So at least
that is no fact to start with.
That is no fact. But
it's garbage in, garbage out.
No, I'm informing our.
Yes,
I'm
we are informing the audience.
No, you are informing the audience, but when you are giving wrong perception, wrong information to the audience, where did they don't get from
my brother? My brother, calm down now. My brother, Merry Christmas now. Just calm down.
How much in your estimation? So I'm telling you the official figures. It's up to you to dispute it. The official figures as at 2022, and other states are also represented. Lagos came number 1 with 65.
According to Nigeria Bureau of Statistics.
So this is 47.5 billion naira.
Was that investigated as investigative journalism?
What?
As an investigative journalism,
no,
was that investigated?
This is Bureau of. Just hold on.
So I'd like you to tell us, since you know the fact, what do you think? So are you saying it's 3 billion now?
Let me tell you something. When you are talking about internal generated revenue in Edo State, I'm very conversant with it. Okay? But I'm here to save myself. I'm here to tell Nigerians, especially my people, what I intend to do to change the narratives. Because if we are receiving 46 billion in Edo State, I don't think the Edo State will be in such a quagmire situation.
Okay, so tell me the step-by-step breakdown.
That there are no rules. So that means you are indicting them.
Absolutely. I mean, that's...
You are indicting the state that if Edo State is receiving 46 billion internal generated revenue and nothing to write home about, Ring Road is taken by grass. Urban market that was burnt many years ago, nobody has thought about it. Erosion has taken the order of the day in Edo State. Across the 3 senatorial districts, look at the rural area, no motorable. If you are talking about what is on paper, what they are telling us they got for the 6 billion, apart from federal allocation, apart from 13% derivation, apart from all the other loans that they have taken, if we are getting 46 billion yearly, why should we be going to be borrowing money?
Okay,
to the national market?
Mr. Agbonayinma.
So these are the deceits.
Mr. Agbonayinma,
So
because time is fast spent.
Yes.
I want you to sell yourself now. Tell us the step-by-step approach at which you are going to increase the internally generated revenue and increase step-by-step approach, practical steps.
Let me tell you, Edo
Yes.
State is a hub for furniture. If we now concentrate, bring infrastructure, bring factory, engage the youth, both the men and the women, to have in Edo State as one of the best furniture maker in this country. As of today, I can tell you, without missing words, people from other parts of the world come to Edo State to buy furniture. If we really concentrate and invest in that sector.
How much do you think furniture can make the Edo economy? How much is furniture making the Edo economy now?
It's making the Edo economy just barely nothing. Looking at what I intend to do. There's no single factory supported by government. In every country, there must be support based by government, even by the banks. Unfortunately, in Nigeria, you go to bank to go and borrow ordinary 100,000. They tell you to go and bring your father in the grave. I'm telling you that social awareness in helping the market women.
Okay.
The market women, they have not been supported. The youth, they have not been supported. That is why I'm going to go about bringing vocational, technical institution, technical school, to be able to have those who are bricklayers, those who are carpentry, those who are doing carving, wood carving. We have bronze at Edo State. Okay. Those are the bronze that today the British they are bringing back that could yield millions and billions for the economy. But instead of supporting that,
I know
the governor is fighting the Oba Benin for being able to do what others have not been able to achieve over the years.
I would like to thank you so much for your time, and I wish you a prosperous Christmas and a prosperous New Year, and I wish you a lot of luck in your ambition.